This is the second page of your little Counting Atoms notes flip book. And so you're going to write down what I have here. So this is going to be good for you to refer to when we're balancing equations, when we're counting atoms and things like that. So first things first, we're going to look in our first column here, and all it has at the top is a capital C for carbon. And it says when no subscripts are present, it is implied that each element has only one atom. So if you see any chemical symbol and there's not a number behind it, that means there's only one of those atoms. Now, we're going to look at carbon dioxide, CO2. So carbon dioxide is a molecule. And what this says is when a subscript exists, the previous element has that many atoms. So here we know from our first column that when we have no number behind a chemical symbol, that means there's only one of those. Now, oxygen has a 2 behind it, and that means there are 2 of those. That 2 only applies to the element that it's attached to. So it doesn't apply to the carbon, it only applies to the oxygen. Next, it says when a subscript is outside of parentheses, then every element in those parentheses needs to be multiplied by the subscript on the outside. So what that means is this 2 applies to both of these. This is just like in math. If you have a number outside of a parentheses, you know that you're supposed to multiply, and it's not any different when we're looking at chemical formulas. So we have an Mg, which is magnesium, with no number behind it, no subscript behind it. So we have 1 magnesium. And then we have OH, oxygen and hydrogen, inside of a parentheses with a 2 behind it. So that means there are 2 of each of those. So we have 1 magnesium, 2 oxygen, and 2 hydrogen, giving us a total of 5 atoms. Then lastly, we have 3 hydroxides. So it says when a subscript and a coefficient are outside the parentheses, then every element in the parentheses needs to be multiplied by the subscript first and then by the coefficient. So we start by multiplying the 2 to the numbers in the subscript. So 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 1 is 2. So currently we have 2 here and 1 here. Then we multiply the 3 by the totals we had. So we know that 3 times 2 is 2, and 3 times 2 is 2. So for a total of 6 oxygen, 6 hydrogen, and 12 total atoms in that compound, in those compounds. All right, thanks so much. Bye.